Okay, evidently I have forgotten to charge my microphones, so I have no idea how long this is going to last. We're probably going to have to do some charging in between sets, maybe some non-mic'd up sets, but we are back for leg day after a double rest day. And let's just say we have a little bit of, not extra motivation, but we've got an audience now. So my coach, Cliff Wilson, he posted me on his Instagram to talk about the progress that we made in the last 3 months. And let's just say now things are serious. Like now people are watching. I have not that I had any excuses before, but now I really have no excuses. I got to show people both what I'm made of and what the Cliff Wilson coaching method is capable of. So we have some extra performance demands now. And yeah, we're going to kick this off with some barbell squats. Hopefully after the double rest day, because yesterday my glutes were still feeling a little bit fried. I played tennis the day before too. So hopefully now we're recovered and can actually push some heavy, non-fatigued sets. Gonna go for my single here with the 135 on each side, and then we will move into the working sets. I usually don't record my single, but I'm just gonna start recording my single now so I can see if things are getting easier and if they're improving before we go into the working sets. So yeah, let's get a good song going. And since there's so much music playing here anyways, I might just take the mic off and charge it up for the next few sets. And then we will regroup after, but we'll see. All right, definitely easier than before. We will go down one. It's supposed to do 125. I'm supposed to do the same weight as I did last time, but might just throw a little 2.5 on each side just to push the needle a little bit. So let's go 127.5 on each side for first set, see how that goes, figure out the weight for the next few sets. I'm gonna take the mic off, charge it. Hopefully it gets a good amount of juice while I'm finishing up these squats, which should take me like 10 to 15 minutes. I have no idea. I'm just gonna lie like this so that we are in the frame. Okay, let's see. Very productive session on squats there. We were up 2.5 pounds on each side, and I still got +1 rep for every single set. Last time it was 4-5-5. We did 5-6-6 this time. So we will bump up the weight another 2.5 next time. I still want to make sure my form is staying dialed in. I feel like on the last set, for the last rep, I might have cut the range of motion a little bit short, and I want to make sure we are keeping things standardized. Don't want to be compromising form and then not able to tell if we're actually taking progressions or not. So we're going to move on to leg extensions here. And I was watching back my footage from last session, and there's a very popular, oh gosh, rest in peace my ratchet strap, man. Let's see. There's a very good coach in the natural bodybuilding space, AJ Morris. I watch his videos. I'm watching his leg training sessions. Whenever he does the leg extension, he owns the whole range of motion. So there's one thing to just go full range of motion and get a fully contracted and shortened quad. There's another thing to make it to this, hold that, and be able to control that weight and then release it. There's a difference between going, I've talked about this before, getting to that range of motion with momentum and owning that range of motion. So even though I'm going to bump up the weight from last time what I was doing, I'm still bumping up the weight, but last time I was at the top end of the rep range around 6. This time if it's just 4, it's just going to be 4, but I'm going to really make sure that I'm owning that fully shortened position, because that's just something I want to do. So I'm almost thinking about like cueing like imagine you're doing a quad stomp and you want to get all the feathers in your quad to show. That's what I'm thinking about when I'm hitting at the top, because if your knee is like a little bit bent, you're not going to get a full like flex on the quads. So that's what I'm really thinking. I'm just trying to get those feathers to pop out, and we will, see if it's making a difference and how it feels. So let's get straight into the set. Found a nice little song. Ooh. Okay, I'll take that. 4, and I'm gonna say 1. We'll see how the rest of the sets go to really gauge what the RAR was there. Music is loud, holy. We have made the executive decision to drop the weight for the next sets. I have a feeling I still wasn't pushing to the end of the range of motion there. I was feeling a tiny bit of kick momentum that I don't want. So just gonna drop the weight and see if we can really dial that in this time. Ooh. Okay, 5. Say like I would have gotten half rep more, but we are definitely controlling that and holding that isometric. I'm very happy with that. Good spot to be in. No compromises whatsoever. Be stubborn. Ah. Okay, man. Release. Whew, bunch of hamstrings. Moving on to our beloved hamstring dumbbell curls. Now, I might have to drop the ego on this one and just lower the weight, which is tough. I'm gonna give it one more go with the 40s. The problem that I'm feeling is right now, I just did a warm up with the 25s, and they just feel really, the hamstrings just feel almost really tight or tense, which is weird because I warmed them up, they didn't feel bad. Stretching doesn't feel terrible, but I don't know, something about this exercise, I think maybe it's just I'm connecting really well and you get that cramping sensation, squeezing sensation. We're just gonna have to assess how the form's looking here, then figure out if we need to drop the weight or if we can stick with it. But yeah, last time I got like 4 reps with this, hoping for at least a match in that with improvement in performance. That would be nice. So let's go ahead and see how it's looking. Yeah, and that lengthened portion, dude, the inner part of the hamstring literally feels like it's gonna get torn off the bone or something, man. really, really rough. Might have to start implementing some stretching, foam rolling. I don't know. We'll see. Going to pray that set 2 feels a little bit better here. Okay, we can all 4 with 1 there. That's a little bit better. All right, let's go last side here. Okay, SLDL time, and we are making the executive decision to drop the ego, and we're gonna drop the weight a little bit on this one, just because, I mean, I looked at the form and execution last time, and on video it looks okay, but the cues that I'm thinking about and the way that it feels is not entirely optimal. So I'd rather just get that dialed in, make sure, again, I really want to think about imagining there's a door behind me and I'm just trying to close it with my butt rather than bending. I also want to make sure I'm keeping my lats tight. I think a lot of people that get low back pain on hinge movements like RDLs and this is a lot of the times because they're not keeping their back tight. They're letting stuff round. The bar is traveling forward, putting a lot of torque again on the low back. So just want to make sure we're keeping things tight, keeping the cues that we want to think about. And yeah, let's see how this 125 goes. So this is a 20 pound drop on each side. Oh, this song sucks, man. Okay, I think that's what, 5 with, say 1. And I'm very happy with the execution, how that felt. So we'll move on. Very nice first set there. Let's see if we can replicate that. Oh. Ooh. Nice. Whew. Happy. You know, my gym is always playing some boof Spider-Man movie. Actually, Spider-Man movies are good, so I take that back. But we're in the month of May. Like, we should have that Star Wars on repeat, bro. And unfortunately, have not seen no Star Wars on the TV. So we have to rely on TikTok Star Wars edits every workout. Now, it's final set time. So let's get another good set. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah. Nice. Ooh-wee. That's hamstrings dusted and finished. So now we go on to some glute action with our walking lunges. Brutal. Dilly-dallied long enough. Now I gotta hit this. Same weight as last time. Just want to bump up the execution, maybe have more reps in reserve here. 1, 2. Oh. Ah. Ah. Okay, maybe one rep in reserve. As our good buddy Mr. DJ Khaled would say, another one. Come on. Ah. We ain't done with glutes just yet. Good old abductor machine. I don't know if this black one is heavier than the grain one, but that warm-up set that I just did, precarious. One. Ah. I don't know if I can say that was 2 reps in reserve. Last time we had 1 rep in reserve on the first one. Oh, dude, I feel sick, man. I'm gonna keep the ego in check and just say we matched performance. All right, done loitering. Please give me 10 reps, man. Please. I'm begging. I am on my knees begging, bro. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh. Okay, we might have had 1 rep in reserve there, so that is better than last time. Oh my god, man, I feel lightheaded. Almost wrapped up and left, and then I forgot to have adductors as well to do. I don't even know what we did on this last time, so we're just gonna go max performance mode. 1. Ah! Okay, I was like 9 with 1. I feel like we did 8 last time. I'm hoping I didn't do 10. If I did 10 last time, we're in a bad spot. And we did 10 with 2 reps in reserve, so I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Okay, this time I will get 10. Ugh. 1. Oh. Okay, I'm convinced that this black machine is heavier than the red one. I mean, than the gray one, because there's no way I'm regressing like that. It feels way heavier. Let's get these calves boxed off so we can move on to abs and then get out of here. Oh, I don't even know how many sets I'm supposed to do on this. 2. Easy. Ah. Nice. Okay. It's like 10 with 1, maybe 2. Just gonna say 1. I feel like I can bump the weight up next time too, though. Ooh, Pete Fitchin is following me. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna break my phone, man. Ah. Abs. Let's get it. You know, I'm getting a feeling that this is a little bit steeper than we did last time, but we'll just figure it out. All right, I'm gonna say that's 5 with 1. Again, really hard to figure out what the true RAR is here. All right, another round. Ugh. Just gotta remember to keep bending the spine. Ugh. I think that's 5, and we're not getting another rep there. Uh, 3.5. That's unfortunate. Unfortunate, man. Ah. check the leg pump and abs just real quick. I'm not gonna lie, this shit is looking mad small today, bro. Mad small. I mean, the abs look okay. The legs, not the craziest, but I mean, we're progressing, so that means we are at least not losing muscle. I don't know. Yeah, we're probably building muscle. It's just sometimes it's hard to see. Sometimes the legs are a little bit pumped. Sometimes you have different levels of muscle glycogen in the system. So, anyways, good session overall. Towards the end, progressions were kind of stagnating a little bit. Not as much as we usually take, but we were using a little bit of different machines, and setup on the abs was like a little bit different than normal. So, not too worried about it. Overall, good session. Pushed hard. Did take PRs on the squat and did get that form on the SLDL dialed in. So I'm pretty satisfied with that. And yeah, I will be back tomorrow for chest and shoulders, blood volume. Another blood volumes are always brutal, but it's good for me. So I will see you then.